Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how we can set up cloud libraries in Toolpath to be synced up with Fusion. Let's get started. So we're first going to want to start in Fusion, go to our preferences, and make sure that cloud libraries is turned on. Underneath General, click on Manufacturer, and make sure to check Enable Cloud Libraries. Now we'll jump back into Toolpath, and in our preferences, here at the bottom, under integrations, we'll see that we can now connect our Autodesk Cloud account. So let's click connect, and this will ask for our Autodesk credentials, which I've already typed in. I'm going to click allow. And now it's going to ask us what hub we'd like to use. I have my personal one or Toolpath, so I'm going to use Toolpath. Click continue, and that's it. Now that we have our Autodesk account set up, we need to tell Toolpath what libraries we want to use as cloud libraries. So if you already have a cut config set up, click cut config. And in my case, I'm going to use this aluminum tool demo cut config, go to tool libraries, and now we can click on the three dots on our library and enable Fusion Sync. This is going to remind us that we need to enable cloud libraries, which we've already done, and it's going to create a Toolpath managed library folder where all of our libraries will live. So let's click link library, and we can see our library is now available in Fusion. So we've selected aluminum tools, and we can see the icon that is linked to Fusion. Let's jump into Fusion and see that it's there. So I'm in the manufacturer environment. I'm going to click on tool library, and my cloud libraries are enabled, so I have this cloud drop down. And if I scroll down, I can see this new Toolpath Managed Libraries folder with my aluminum tools library in there. Now if we make a change to any tool, let's change tool number 1 here. So let's call it end mill. We'll call it demo. That way you can see the name change. And we'll change the cutter size to 1/4 inch. So if we click OK, so we've changed our tool from an 1/8 inch end mill, which it's in the name right there, but just to show you how it works here, and then also change the names. If we close and we jump back into Toolpath, let's give the page a quick refresh, and I'm gonna unclick group by role. And if we look for tool 1, our 1/8 inch end mill, we can see that the name has been updated to have demo in it, as well as the diameter. We can also make any change we want inside of Toolpath, and it will be updated automatically to Fusion. Okay, so that's great if you already have a cut config set up, but let's say you're a brand new user, and so let's create a cut config. We'll call this demo cut config. It'll be aluminum, and then let's go into our tool libraries. And what we'll want to do is actually bring in a current tool library from Fusion. So we have no libraries enabled. Let's jump into Fusion, go into tool libraries, and I'm going to pick this brother tool library, these core tools here. Right click, export library. I'm just going to save it to my downloads folder. Now I'm going to jump back into Toolpath, and from my downloads, I'm going to drag my library straight over here. So that library has been uploaded, but we need to enable Fusion Sync. Of course, it tells us that it's going to Toolpath Managed Libraries, and we'll click Link Library. Let's jump back to Fusion to make sure that change happened. We do want to click out of our tool library, and that will kind of help refresh it. So let's jump back into tool library here. And this is the library that we uploaded. But now, if we go to Toolpath Managed Libraries, we can see there's Core Tools Aluminum 2025. Those are the tools that I uploaded to Toolpath. Now, the most important thing to note here is any changes we make, we want to be working inside of this folder, because these are the libraries that Toolpath is using. Okay, there's one more way that we can get our tool libraries to work with Fusion and Toolpath, and that's using the copy and paste method. So if we jump back into Toolpath, I'm going to create a new library that's completely empty. And let's just rename this Tormach library. library. Okay, so I have 0 tools in here, but I think you can see where I'm going. If I enable Fusion Sync, and it's now going to get saved under that Toolpath Managed Library folder, I'm going to link the library. And if I jump back into Fusion, of course we do have to click out of the tool library to let it reload. And I look at my Toolpath Managed Libraries, I'll see I have this Tormach library that's empty. And now I can just take my Tormach tools, in this case I'll just use my aluminum kit, and I'll shift select here, copy, and we are going to paste them right into this Tormach library. And there, it's simple as that. So the most important thing to remember is that if we're making any changes to tools, whether it be the name, the feed and speeds, anything like that, we definitely want to work inside of the Toolpath Managed Libraries. That's going to be inside of our cloud folder. Well, there you go. Now you never have to worry about 2 unique sources of truth for a tool library. Toolpath and Fusion are fully synced up together, making it extremely easy to make changes either in Fusion or Toolpath.